The essential dining experience is set long before the plates are plated, the sauce is simmered, or the puree hits the pan. It starts with a simple blend that's consistent, purposeful, and precise. Trusted by the world's best chefs so you can bring your best. Vitamix. Only the essential.
If you thought goldenly breaded McDonald's chicken couldn't get more golden, think Golder, because new sweet and smoky special edition gold sauce is here. Made for your chicken favorites at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. What can I get for you?
Yeah, I'm needing a new ride, like a brand new car, but I'm really low on cash. You got anything like that?
Pull up to the second window and we'll see you next crime.
Welcome to True Crime to Go. I am John here with Jamie. Do you like Corvettes, brother?
I mean, does anybody not like a good sports car?
I'm more of a truck guy. If I had to buy a car that was, a lot of money, I'd probably buy a big truck. But I love the look of a Corvette. And they're made here in Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, if money is no object, then I think a good sports car has got to make its way onto your list. And boy, the Corvette factory and museum out in Western Kentucky, it's got a lot going on. It has for years.
Yeah, I mean, I remember a few years ago, there was a massive sinkhole that basically swallowed up a lot of cars.
Like it literally happened on the lot in the building, swallowing cars.
Yeah, and instead of fixing the sinkhole, they just embraced it. So I guess they went in there and shored it up and put a big glass floor over top of it. So now you can walk over the sinkhole and look down at the very expensive cars that are still down there.
The Corvettes were already a tourist attraction. They have a museum, but now you can come see a big hole in the ground. And I would imagine that draws just as many people.
Yeah, it's something that's on my to-do list for sure. But it has also been the scene of a couple of potential thefts this year. So I wanted to talk about that in a True Crime to Go. So this year, the small city of Bowling Green, and I say small, I mean, compared to LA, it's small, but compared to where I live, it's kind of a big city.
Yeah, it
feels like a small town.
Has a major university there.
It became the home of a couple of potential heists or attempted heists. And yeah, that's where they make every single Corvette that is in the world was made there in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So these cars are very expensive and they are super nice. But our story will start on March 22nd of 2025. That was a Saturday. And it turned a little chaotic in the Bowling Green area on the assembly plant of the Corvettes, because that's where thieves made off with 8 brand new 2025 Corvettes. How in the world were they taken right off the lot?
Makes me think of Gone in 60 Seconds, where they have a list of cars that they have to steal before whatever time. And apparently 8 people had Corvettes on their list. And this is not just a joyride, right? These are really expensive cars and they're as new as you can get. And of course, they try to be secure when they make these, when they manufacture them, when they list them for sale. But that day they got away. Police did get a break though before too long. It came from an unlikely source, a transport driver who was called to pick up cars at suspicious locations. Reports came in about stolen Corvettes spotted at an apartment complex on 490 Plano Road and another site across town on American Avenue. The driver who was picking these up noticed something was weird. There was damage on one of the cars and just got a weird vibe from the people that were loading them up. So he called the police just to double check and, of course, found out many of them were stolen.
Yeah, when officers arrived, they found 3 of the stolen Corvettes. These 3 cars were valued at a combined $350,000. If I'm doing my math, that means they're $110,000 or $115,000-ish.
Yeah, probably $116,667, something like that.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
You are the Rain Man. Anyway, but one suspect bolted in a Jeep with Ohio plates, but the other guy wasn't so lucky. Police ended up chasing another suspect down on foot through a parking lot, and after a brief struggle, they ended up making an arrest, and that would be of 21-year-old Dante Cortez Walker from Westland, Michigan. So Walker just refused to talk to investigators. The other suspect that was later identified as a 22-year-old Omar Jordan got away initially, but there's good news for GM. All 8 Corvettes were recovered that very same day. So no cars were lost, but the damage was done. Literally, I mean, there were actual damages to the cars, some of them at least, and there was a lot of charges that were going to be filed.
A Wharton County judge indicted both Walker and Jordan on serious counts, engaging in organized crime, so throwing a little RICO in there maybe, complicity in theft by unlawful taking between $1 million and $10 million. Again, they got all 8 cars back, and first-degree criminal mischief. Walker got extra charges for tampering with evidence, fleeing police, and resisting arrest. Turns out these weren't random kids. Smelled like a coordinated operation. They just didn't go out on a whim to do this. Maybe part of something a little bigger. Who knows?
Yeah. So you would think that that would be enough drama for the year down in Bowling Green at the Corvette plant. But let's move just a few more months in advance. Actually, last month, August 8th of 2025, just before 11 p.m., thieves hit this building once again. This time they targeted 2 of the Corvettes. These were brand new ZR1s. One was white, one was orange. I would take the orange one for sure. Now this time, these are a little bit different, higher end cars, and these were worth $230,000 each. So in these 2 cars alone, we're talking about nearly $500,000. That is a lot. So the method was a little brazen this time. What did they do different?
Yeah, this time they just cut a hole in the fence right inside or right outside the plant. Then they timed their exit perfectly by tailing a delivery truck out the main gate. So the gate takes a second to close after the delivery truck got out, and they took off out of there. You can see the security footage and reports. They paint a good picture of how they had planned this. Obviously, again, very organized. Bowling Green police were quick on the draw, and this time they spotted the stolen rides and gave chase. And honestly, if you're going to steal vehicles, you can't blend in probably with any Corvette unless you're in certain areas, especially a bright orange one. What are they doing?
I would hope that maybe Bowling Green has been gifted some Corvette police cruisers, because the town is, the town's there. Why not just gift the police a $230,000 car?
I mean, that way they can catch them when they steal them. So,
well, I was going to say, dude, the speeds in this pursuit were at estimated 180 miles per hour. So there's no car outside of a Corvette or a high-end sports car that's going to be able to keep up. So I would imagine this chase was basically over as soon as it started, but police weren't going to back down so easy.
The driver ended up dishing the car in Indiana over 2 hours away and then vanished on foot. Back in Bowling Green, officers deployed spike strips on Louisville Road to try to catch the white car. The driver bailed out of that one, ran into the woods, but was ultimately caught. This was 20-year-old Dadron Cook from Detroit, Michigan. Again, Michigan. And he had apparently, after fleeing the woods, he flagged down an officer to charge his phone.
I guess
phenomenal.
I guess he didn't know it was an officer, maybe. I mean, or is he just that big of an idiot?
Ultimately, they've recovered both the cars, the white one at that scene and the orange one in Indiana. Cook faces a laundry list of charges: engaging in organized crime, first-degree fleeing or evading police, wanton endangerment, theft of an auto between $10,000 and $1 million. What a range! That's almost every car. Criminal mischief, tampering with evidence, and obscuring a machine's identity. The driver of the orange one, though, still out there.
Yeah, I think it's easy to look at this case and assume that these crimes are potentially related. All of these cases involved young men from the Detroit area in Michigan. So, I mean, I would assume that these are connected crimes. It sounds like some high-end criminals are sending some young guys out there to do the dirty work. So far, they've not been successful. So you think if there is a third time, it's going to be the charm? I don't know.
Yeah, of course, there are people involved here that haven't gotten arrested. The guy in the orange one, but somebody else is organizing this, I think, and they're finding ways to make money. But they've actually gotten away with no cars. So I think I'd pick somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, a bright orange Corvette is also going to stand out. So the vehicle was ditched, but the driver remains on the run, probably back in Michigan, trying to think about how they could do it again.
Yep. And I would never steal a car, but if somebody wants to gift me a Corvette, I'm open to it.
If they took off in these cars, they've either had to somehow get inside the actual facility and get the keys, or they probably most likely hot wired them. You would think that in 2025, it'd be a little more difficult to hot wire a car.
You'd think so, but I don't know. You got computers now. You can do it quickly that way. But yeah, John, I appreciate you bringing this one. I was unaware of these thefts. I kind of checked out after the sinkhole, but a lot going on out in Bowling Green. And this has been a great crime story in 10 minutes or less.
Would you like crime with that?
In a time full of uncertainty, one thing is clear. Students are ready to learn, to dream, to grow, but they need fully stocked classrooms to thrive. Every pencil, book, and paintbrush you help fund unlocks creativity, confidence, and a brighter future. Choose students, shape the future. Donate now at donorschoose.org/back-to-school.
Hey everybody, it's Nicole Byer here with some hot takes from Wayfair. A cozy corduroy sectional from Wayfair? Yeah, that's a hot take. Go on and add it to your cart and take it. A pink glam nightstand from Wayfair? Scalding hot take. Take it before I do. A mid-century modern cabinet from Wayfair that doubles as a wine bar? Do I have to say it? It's a hot take. Get it at wayfair.com and enjoy that free shipping too.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Confronting high credit card debt can feel scary. But the good news is if you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt, financial relief options are now available. National Debt Relief is currently offering debt relief designed to reduce what you owe, fast-tracking your way to being debt-free. If you qualify for debt relief, you may be able to pay back significantly less than what you owe and save thousands of dollars. Imagine only paying one low monthly program payment you can afford and saving money as you become debt-free. National Debt Relief has already helped bring debt relief to over 550,000 U.S. consumers, earning thousands of five-star reviews and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. You're stronger than your credit card debt. Take the first step and visit nationaldebtrelief.com to see what debt relief you may qualify for. That's nationaldebtrelief.com.
You've listened to True Crimecast, distributed by Stoveleg Media. Check out stoveleg.com to find out more about your hosts and to find other podcasts to listen to. Stoveleg Media, igniting conversation.